In order to get ready to raise capital for launching your startup into commercial operations, you need to prepare a budget for the first 2 to 3 years. Since your startup doesn't have any past business history to base a budget on, you need to rely on estimates and assumptions. Let us look at how such a budget can be made from scratch. To get started, divide your basic budget estimates and assumptions into 6 sections. 1. Initial investment. 2. Sales forecast. 3. Variable cost estimates. 4. Fixed cost estimates. 5. Working capital assumptions. And 6. Financing needs. Let us look closer at the second section of your budget, the sales forecast. It can be challenging to make a reasonable sales budget for a startup. Rather than looking at the big market top-down and guessing a future market share, build your sales forecast bottom-up. Consider the number of customers you can actually reach with your marketing and sales efforts. Market research is your best friend here, and if possible, you should expose potential customers to a prototype or a minimum viable product to understand the real market potential and prices you can charge. A sales forecast is typically made for 3 years and includes both sales quantity and unit prices. The third section of your startup budget covers the costs of each product or service unit. These are referred to as variable costs. The more you sell, the higher the sum of these costs become. Variable costs can be estimated based on a list of what goes into each product, such as, for example, material costs, if your product is a physical item, labor hours, and minutes that go into each product or service unit, machine and plant costs. If these can be attributed to individual product or service units, packaging and transportation costs, sales commission, and so on. To prepare a realistic estimate of variable costs, you need to obtain cost prices from suppliers. The fourth section of your budget describes your overhead costs. These are fixed costs that have to be paid no matter how much you produce or sell, even if you don't sell anything at all. You may divide these into 5 main categories. 1. Payroll for management and other permanent personnel. 2. Office and administration costs. 3. Facility costs. 4. Depreciation and amortization costs. 5. Finance expenses. To help you estimate payroll, draw an organization chart and develop a hiring plan. Conduct simple research of the local level of salaries and benefits. Remember to include costs such as bonuses, social funds, pension, and so on. Other administration costs involve expenses required to keep day-to-day operations running smoothly. They include tele and IT costs, travel costs, professional fees to lawyers and accountants, insurance, and so on. Fixed facility costs include rental fees, electricity and other utilities, and costs that are not directly related to how many products are produced.